Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a prince named Ethan. He had everything a prince could possibly want: a grand castle, fancy clothes, and delicious feasts every day. But despite all his riches, Prince Ethan longed for something more. He was tired of the palace walls and yearned to see what life was like outside. Meanwhile, in a small village not too far away, there lived a little boy named Oliver. Oliver was a pauper, which means he didn't have much. He had no fancy clothes or grand castle. But what he did have was an incredible imagination, and a heart full of kindness. One sunny day, while Prince Ethan was out exploring, he happened to stumble upon the village where Oliver lived. As he walked through the busy streets, Prince Ethan noticed how everyone treated him differently, simply because he was a prince. He felt a pang of sadness deep in his heart, longing to experience the simple joys of life that the villagers seemed to have. As fate would have it, Prince Ethan and Oliver crossed paths in the village square. They looked so much alike that they could have been twins. Oliver, being the curious little boy he was, approached Prince Ethan and said, "Hello, are you a prince too?" Prince Ethan chuckled and replied, "Yes, I am, but I want to know what it feels like to be a regular boy like you." Oliver's eyes lit up with excitement. He then hatched a plan. "Why don't we switch places for a day? You can live like a pauper, and I can live like a prince." Prince Ethan agreed, eager for an adventure outside the palace walls. And so, the next morning, Oliver dressed in fancy clothes and wore a shiny crown while Prince Ethan put on Oliver's simple clothes and traveled to the village. As the day went on, both boys learned valuable lessons. As Prince Ethan roamed the village, he quickly realized that there was joy to be found in the simplest of things. He played games with the village children, built sand castles by the river, and ate delicious street food. The villagers welcomed him with open arms and treated him with kindness, not knowing his true identity. Meanwhile, Oliver discovered the responsibilities that come with being a prince. He had to attend tedious meetings, wear uncomfortable clothes, and sit through never-ending royal banquets. While everyone treated him with respect, Oliver couldn't help but long for the freedom he had as a pauper. At the end of their day, Prince Ethan and Oliver met up in the village square again. They couldn't help but smile as they shared their experiences. "Being a prince is nice, but it's also lonely," Prince Ethan admitted. "And being a pauper is fun, but it's also tough," Oliver added. They realized that their true happiness lied somewhere in between. So, Prince Ethan returned to his palace, vowing to make it more accessible to the villagers, while Oliver continued living in the village, using his newfound knowledge to bring joy to those around him. And so, the prince and the pauper became lifelong friends, teaching one another the importance of appreciating what they had and accepting the differences in their lives. From that day on, the kingdom was filled with laughter, kindness, and a newfound understanding. And who knows? Maybe another unlikely friendship will blossom in this magical kingdom, teaching us all that true riches lie not in castles, but in the hearts of those we hold dear.